Good evening, and welcome to the first in person Spiritual Mind Treatment Healing Circle in a while. So, I'm Reverend Michelle Senegal, and I will be guiding you through this experience. And my assistant this evening is practitioner Jennifer Livingstone. So, we will begin as we always do with everything at the temple, and that is to begin with prayer. So just take that journey within for a moment. And take some deep cleansing breaths, letting go of everything that happened before this moment. And what I know is when two or more are gathered together in righteousness, their spirit is in the midst of them. And it's in this awareness, this. So I'd like to, and after that time, we will collect, if we don't have them in the box already, the prayer requests. And I will review the prayer requests just so that you all know, because we're in this group situation and we're live streaming, I will be maintaining the anonymity of the prayer requester. I will pray and I'll use language to make sure that the prayer is specific, but again, protecting the anonymity of the requester. After that time, we will talk about some of the spiritual principles that were addressed in response to the prayer requests that we received, and we can have discussion, comments, questions, reactions. We'll then collect a love offering at about 6:45. 6:50, we'll end with a closing treatment of gratitude. And we're giving thanks for prayer already being answered. And then at 6:55, individuals can stay for one-on-ones with me. We'll by then be able to move to other spaces, but we'll all depart by 7 p.m. So, ready yourselves for a delicious experience of quiet stillness, centering. So just a little more background information about the practice. It's to cultivate awareness of our experience in the present moment, living each moment as fully as possible. It's about paying attention, being on purpose, being intentional, and the inner resource that we tap into is breath and our breathing. The breath is the life force. Breathing gives us life. Inhaling brings oxygen to every cell and sinew of our being. waste and carbon dioxide. Rhythmic breathing balances our nervous system. So gently focus your attention on your breath. Don't change your breathing in any way. You want it to be as natural as possible. Literally have no expectations and simply just be aware of each breath and every moment. So get comfortable in your seats. Make sure that your neck and your head and your spine are all aligned. Uncross your legs and let your hands rest quietly on your lap and by your sides. Loosen any tight clothing and gently close your eyes. And as your body settles and your eyes close, bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice the breath as it comes in and the breath going out. Follow your breath with your awareness. Follow it all the way in and all the way out. Don't change anything. Let this be a natural process. And as you breathe in, feel the breath as it passes through your nostrils. Breathing out, feel the breath as it leaves your nostrils. Keeping your awareness lightly and gently on your breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Each time your attention moves away from your breath, distracted by a thought about something that you have to remember, perhaps, or maybe something that is bothering you or worrying you. Notice the thought. Acknowledge the thought. Now let it go. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Back to this present eternal now moment. Letting your full awareness beyond your breath. As it comes in, as it goes out. Now notice the familiar rhythm of your breath. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I relax my mind. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I relax my mind. When you bring your awareness to the breath in this way, you are connecting the mind and the body in the present moment. The word for breath and the word for spirit in many languages is the same. So bringing your awareness to your breath connects mind, body, and spirit in the present moment. So dwelling in the presence, I know this is a wonderful moment. In this very moment, my every need is supplied. Dwelling in the present moment, I know my every need is supplied. And this is a wonderful moment. I breathe in. I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I fill my lungs. Breathing out, I release and let go of everything that no longer serves me. Breathing in, I sink deeper and deeper into relaxation. Breathing out, I let go of any tension, any angst. Be aware of the rhythmic beat of your heart as you breathe rhythmically. Same duration in as your duration out. Your inhalations and your exhalations at the same count. Just breathe. But notice how you're feeling. What sensations are you experiencing in your body? Notice your mind. Is it quiet? Is it jumping from thought to thought? And if it is, breathe more deeply. And if you'd like, offer thoughts of gratitude for this time that you have taken for self-care. If your thoughts are drifting, bring them back to your breath. Give thanks for bringing yourself back into balance. Your nervous system is calm. Your mind is quiet. Your breath is rhythmic. And so continue to breathe in and out while bringing your attention back to this room. Do not open your eyes immediately, but rather blink your eyes to only let in as much light as you can tolerate. ease your way back into the space. Noticing how your body is feeling, what sensations are you having. And open your eyes when you are ready without shocking your system. Be gentle. And you all may know I love to close things with Om. For it is the universal sound of the 100 names for God. Three times. And if you're online, hopefully you're feeling these righteous vibrations as we are in this room. So now, if we have prayer requests, we'll read the prayer requests, drop them in the box so that when they come out, they're anonymous. And if you are participating at home, if you go to prayer.templeoflightcsl.org, there is an online prayer request form. I will receive it in my email directly and will be in prayer for you tonight, tomorrow, minimally. So if you're at home, you can write your prayer request, type it into the form online. Just make sure we get it. You can also call it in. And as we are preparing for the next phase, which is the reading of the prayer requests, continue to be mindful of your breath. Jennifer, I'm going to get started with what's in the box. Others can add theirs. I am asking with my faith. Please pray for me and my marriage, which is 1 year old. Pray for my ears. I have lost some of my hearing because of an infection in my ears. This is my prayer request. So we can have a little dialogue. What's the spiritual principle? What's the spiritual principle? Spiritual principle based on this prayer request.
And perfection.
I hear healing and wholeness. For the requester. And I also hear love for the marriage. So let us pray. I'm knowing God as center, circumference, never ending, in absolute integrity, wholeness, health, and healing. I am knowing God as love. And it's from that place of at oneness with all that ever was and all that ever will be. I speak my word on behalf of the prayer requester. Spirit knows who it is. Spirit is blessing this individual right here, right now. And I am proclaiming and declaring perfect health, perfect hearing. I also am calling forth the love that passes all understanding, the love that reigns supreme, the love that heals all. I'm giving thanks for the love that's permeating this marriage right here and right now. I'm giving thanks for the requester's ability to hear all that is being said to her with ease and with grace. And I pray for peace. May peace be upon her. May she rest in peace, releasing and letting go of any concerns about her marriage, any concerns about her hearing. For she's placed these requests on the altar, this sacred holy time. It's perfect. It's healing. And this prayer is complete in the mind of the divine, and therefore complete in the life of the requester. So it's with absolute thanks and gratitude, I release my word now unto the law of manifestation, knowing that it is done. And we let it be so. So it is. And for this requester, the request is for the financial wherewithal to travel to Florida on the 10th of February. And what is the spiritual principle? Abundance and prosperity. So we call it forth, knowing that God is lavish, unfailing, abundant prosperity. And it's from that knowingness I am seeing in my mind's eye the requester traveling comfortably on the plane from Kingston to Florida and back, having had a wonderful, for I know that God came that we might have life and have treatment is complete. Prayer has been answered, and the laws of existence are conspiring to this end. Release this treatment because it's complete. I'm grateful and thankful, and so it is.
And so it is.
The requester is anonymous, but the prayer is for me. So I gladly accept it. With this prayer, may you be blessed for the work that you are doing for others. So I go within, knowing that I am a child of God. I am an instrument of God. I have answered the call of God. Therefore, I am one with God. Living, moving, and having my being in pure spirit. And I'm giving thanks for the blessings that I am receiving as a consequence of someone else's request for me, for my life, for my work. I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful to be in service, to be God's hands, mouth, and feet right here on earth. So it's with gratitude that I accept and I receive these blessings as they fortify me in the continuance of my work. Thank God for this and all things, and so it is. And so my requester, or the requester, wants to release the fear of missing out, FOMO. You ever heard that acronym? The fear of missing out. It's called FOMO. Also, perfectionism and obsessiveness. Spiritual principle.
Peace
Mm.
and right action. Divine action, divine order.
And releasing fear means more faith. So for the requester, I am declaring and affirming that this individual has the faith of God. And the faith of God just consumes every cell and sinew of their being. There's no room, there's no space for fear. I pray for the healing of the unfaith. And with that healing comes wholeness, confidence, completeness. The requester, as is each one of us, is perfect in the mind of God, perfect in spirit. So there's no need to strive for perfection because you already are. There's no need to obsess over anything. Pray without ceasing. If you pray, no time to worry. And if you worry, there's no time to pray. So I give thanks for the power of prayer, for increased faith of God expressing as the requester. I know that this treatment is perfect in every way, and that the healing of the unfaith has begun in this moment, right here and right now, for which I am truly grateful and thankful. So I can release this treatment knowing that it is complete. The law has received its instruction, and the law does not discriminate, it just does. So it's doing what the word has invoked. I let it go, I let it be, and so it is.
So it is.
And I have a prayer request that says that I have clarity of my life's direction. I am pointed and focused on attaining my dreams. And for the requester, I am knowing that God is infinite intelligence. God is wisdom. God knows all. And I unify with the allness that God is. And because there's only one of us here, I'm speaking my word on behalf of the requester, knowing anyone else that has that need, that the need is being satisfied because the prayer is being spoken and answered. And so I am calling forth wisdom, divine guidance, certainty, focus, purpose, and direction. For when we are aligned with God, it's our natural state of being. And so I'm knowing that this individual is perfectly aligned with spirit, with spiritual principles. And I am affirming that they recognize that spirit speaks in ways that they understand what is theirs to do, that only they can do, fulfilling their life's purpose. And what I know is as we live life on purpose and fill our purpose, we are joy-filled. We are enthusiastic. Our deepest desires are met. And so with gratitude and with absolute certainty, I can release this prayer unto the laws of manifestation, knowing that this treatment is complete and that the outpicturing of the prayer spoken is unfolding now. And so it is. My prayer, I am engulfed with self-love and a passion for life. And what I know is that passion fuels our lives. And so it's in this knowingness that I speak my word on behalf of the requester, knowing that God is love. Therefore, as an emanation of God, the requester is love. Loved and lovable. And I'm seeing just love permeating this entire room, this building, this block, this city, this country, and the world. And each individual is bathed in the absolute love of the divine. So my work is done. The law has received its instruction. The mold has been cast, and the outcome can only be what's put into the mold, and that is love. Love reigns supreme, and so it is. We're doing it. Good, great, all right. So what I am knowing for the requester is that health, wholeness, and well-being are hers, and is the truth of their loved one as well. So I began the knowing that in God everything is perfect. And I am seeing the requester in my mind's eye, living life full out. For they are healthy, they are whole, they are complete. And I am declaring and affirming peace of mind for the requester, trusting and knowing that God answers prayer. No need to be concerned, but rather resting in peace and the certainty that things change in the world, but God remains the same always. And each and every one of us is an expression of God. Therefore, we have health and well-being. So I send my word forth. Send it unto the laws, the manifestation, correspondence, circulation, knowing that they're doing what they do. And I'm grateful. And so it is. And I speak my word on behalf of the requester. Light illuminates every single place in the cosmos, including itself, is light. And as individualized expressions of God, each and every one of us is light. And I pray that everyone within the sound of my voice and the requester, their consciousness is illuminated with the consciousness of God, enabling the requester and everyone within the sound of my voice and online the ability to be a beacon of light in the world. Beam me up. And let every aspect of the being of the requester be illuminated now and forevermore. And so it is. All right. And so the spiritual principle here is prosperity, abundance. And we know that God is abundance, that God is the source of our lives. And as the source of our lives, we too are abundant, for we were born rich. And if anyone, including the requester, needs to be reminded, think about the lilies of the field. Do they want for anything? And just like the lilies of the field, each and every one of us has everything that we need right here and right now. And I pray for our ability to recognize it, to see it, to give thanks for what we already have so that we increase what we already have. So the law of increase has been activated. And I'm giving thanks for the financial resources and wherewithal that manifest in the life of the requester to take care of every need, to share, to enjoy, to give, to save, to pay oneself first. There is more than enough. And so it's with this confidence and this knowingness that I can release my word, knowing there's power in my word, power to co-create with the abundant one that is God. I'm so grateful and thankful, and so it is. We are down to our final request. And we are affirming health, wholeness, and well-being for the requester. See, God knows no dis-ease. God only knows perfection. God only knows health. God only knows wellness. And I am one with the Father. And so I speak my word from that place of that one-ment with God, knowing that the requester is healthy, is whole, is complete. And we are forever reminded that we were born perfect. We were born in absolute integrity, flawless, impeccableness. And this is what I hold on to. And this is my prayer for the requester. So I'm grateful and thankful for the healing that's going on now. We may not see it, but I pray for eyes that see it soon. And feeling this, that feeling nature that recognizes it in this moment. So I'm releasing my word now and giving thanks for all of the prayer requests that have come forth, for this prayer circle, for each person contributing to the righteous energy that is extant in this room right now. The high consciousness, our higher selves, are in one with the one. So I know with certainty, without even an eon of doubt, that all of these prayers are answered. Knowing that these prayers are complete in God, therefore complete in our experiences. And so let's just breathe in gratitude. Breathe out thankfulness. I release, I let go, I let God be God as health in our requester and everyone who is in need of a healing. And so it is. Amen. Ashe.
Okay.
It goes to Reverend Michelle email.
Oh,
Gonna do our love offering, yes?
And so what we're doing now, if you are participating online, engaging in conscious giving. For we know that what we sow, we will reap. We also know that as we give, we receive. And the blessings we receive come back to us, multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So I invite you. You're online. Go to csl.org. Donate if you were blessed in any way by the prayers that were spoken this evening. Show your gratitude, express your gratitude by going and making a contribution online. It supports this work, it supports this ministry, and I give thanks. And so we're going to give thanks for the gifts, the offerings, the tithes, the love, the energy. We actually end as we began, in gratitude. Grateful for this opportunity, grateful for this mini retreat from the busyness of the day. Grateful for the opportunity to be surrounded by like people, like-minded people. Grateful for the gift of spiritual mind treatment, that prayer that is affirmative, that prayer that is spoken with absolute certainty, and knowingness that prayer is its own answer. So I'm giving thanks for the gifts, enabling us to continue this healing, loving, prayerful work at the Temple of Light, Kingston, Jamaica. We let it be so now. And so it is. Amen. So, Miss Jennifer, how are we doing on time?
You've got 5 minutes to go into your, if anyone wants to.
All right, before I go into, if anybody wants a one-on-one, just stay behind and see me. And because we have 5 minutes, let's use it well. If there are any questions about anything, here's a good time to ask.
When you're in the treatment,
Mm-hmm. And I'll recite it for those of you at home.
every time I close my eyes, like I was overlooking a whole flock of sheep, and there were some foxes, and they were going on and they could not go. Then at another time, I was standing between two gauges, and there was a light at the end with a very light blue skies with a white line across.
So let me share with you at home what was said. You may not have been able to hear. And so one participant here in the circle has visualized images, and they're actual metaphors for what's in your subconscious mind. And so what I am discerning from what it is that you're saying, what was said was that you see sheep. And sheep are those who are willing, those who follow spirit, who are aligned with spirit, those who are meek, right? And the wolves are the adversaries, the obstacles, the challenges, and they were kept at bay through the power of this prayer circle. And what comes to mind for me is my daughter spent 9 years in Houston, Texas, and they pray a little bit different, but I like the saying, Lord be a fence. And so I think that's what you were saying, spirit as a fence, keeping the challenges, the adversaries at bay.
And there was this factory over to the right. Factory, manufacturing.
Okay. Okay, and so there are so many different meanings and interpretations that could represent.
Well, I was scared and I was a sheep.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we're just,
Spending the sheep.
if you're at home, we're just now just reflecting on the experience in our own way, and feel free to do the same in the chat. Anyone else? So why don't we close the spiritual mind treatment? And it's going to be participatory, but just one word. Each person in the circle will have an opportunity to make a declaration, just one word. Or we'll be here all night. So I just continue to tap into the divine presence that is right here, right now. Giving thanks for this time together, giving thanks for the healing that's going on, giving thanks in advance for answered prayer, for I know the word has been spoken, so the prayer is answered. And I pray that we all have the awareness and the recognition and realization of how our prayers are being answered. And so I am now going to pass it on. Declaration, one word, each person. It can reflect how you're feeling. It can reflect what you're wanting. Your word is your word. And I pass it on.
Peaceful.
Peaceful is the word.
Blessing.
Blessing is the word.
Love.
Love is the word.
Light.
Light. Gratitude.
Strength.
Strength.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Health.
Health.
Clarity.
Clarity.
Acceptance.
Acceptance. So we breathe them all in. They're all faculties and qualities of the divine. And they're ours now. And so it is.
So it is.
Amen. And Ashe. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for
Thank you.
participating. We send you love and light.
Thank you.
Perfect. Now we just need to get it.